What's up, guys? This is TL Hughes coming at you with a little breakdown of the Xbox One reveal, and let's get started. Let's see, there was a lot of bullshit that I didn't like. That it was pretty much just showing off other shit besides games. Like, the fuck? I mean, I know E3 is in, I believe, 2.5 weeks, and I'm sure they're going to be showing a shit ton of stuff there. Rather disappointed with what they showed. It's nice to see the features, but I'm more into the games than what all the other shit that I probably won't use. Just saying. But let's break down every category that I thought was important. Instant switching. While playing something, you can instantly switch between gaming, watching TV, or a movie, done by using the Kinect sensor, grabbing your hands, and pulling it away. This will bring up the main menu, so per se. I think that's a good idea, but I find it hardly usable. I mean, it'll be nice if you're watching a movie and somebody wants to chat, like you can instantly go back to the dashboard and accept said invite, but I wouldn't really use it. Live TV and Skype. Live TV would be good, but currently right now I don't have TV service. I just have internet, so it really doesn't affect me. You have to have some kind of TV service before you can even use the TV service on the Xbox. So that's kind of out the window for me, at least. I've never really used Skype, but it'd probably be nice to use it for, say, clan chats and such. Like for us, it'll probably be helpful doing meetings per se for our channel, communicating that way. Have its own TV guide / menu. It will automatically switch by just commanding it to, say, Xbox, go to channel. You can add favorites and see what's trending, so you can see what your friends are watching. The hardware, they came out and straight up gave us pretty broad, vague description of the hardware, but it's an 8-core CPU, I believe it's AMD, native x74 architecture, 5 billion transistors. Good luck trying to do the red ring of death fix on that sumbitch. You ain't gonna fucking find the right transistor on that shit. 8 gigabytes of RAM. This is plenty. People are bitching about it not being good as a PC, but I know a lot of people that don't even have 8 gigs in their PC. I mean, currently I have 8 or 16. I forget, but not many people have that kind of build. So, and it's a console. I mean, console's always going to be below a PC, you know? I mean, don't expect too much. If you want to go PC, that's fine, go PC. But don't bitch about a console being not good as a PC. We already fucking know that. A 500 gigabyte hard drive for this, it's decent sized. I would say a terabyte would have been better, because I mean, I have a 2 terabyte full of movies, and I plan on buying a 6 terabyte. Now for games, they're going to Blu-Ray Discs. From what they said, it sounds like you have to install them. Now, Blu-rays are, I think, 16 gig, and probably if they're going to use all the space on it, 16 gigs a game, it's going to fill up your hard drive fast. So if you're having a collection, you're going to have to install games left and right and take them off as you don't want to play them, and then install them again if you want to play them again. I mean, that they should have went bigger, I think. It would have cost them maybe an extra $50 to put 500 more gigs in there. But they do have Blu-ray drive, which is fantastic. That's finally here. 802.11n wireless. Currently, that's the best wireless frequency, so that's good. I think AC is the newest and the best, but N is currently like the most used. HDMI in and out. This will be used for TV. You can hook your cable box straight to your Xbox so you can watch TV through it. And USB 3.0 beats the fuck out of USB 2.0. Increased speeds. Kinect details. It feeds about 2 gigabits per second, which, I mean, you're never going to notice the difference probably. And it's 1080p, so this will probably be good for recording. Probably a lot of people make pornos, just saying. DVR, servers, and achievements. When the Xbox first came out, they had 500 servers dedicated to Xbox Live. For the Xbox 360, they had 3,000. And now they're going to have 300,000 servers across the world for the Xbox One, Xbox Live servers. This is way too much computing. I mean, it's awesome. There should never be a down server issue whatsoever, I hope. And hopefully they don't get hacked. A lot of redundancies, probably, but this should take away from any kind of server issues. Snap lets apps run simultaneously. You can switch from movie to dashboard to game and practically, well, not a blink of an eye, about a 5-second delay, but it's still not bad. So you can pause game, switch to TV in 5 seconds for a couple minutes, go to like commercial is on, switch back to game and continue. I mean, that would be useful, but I mean, I really don't use all the other entertainment aspects besides games. So that's really not for me, but it's a good feature. Game discs are only used for initial installation. They introduced where there will be a fee charged for second accounts. This is rather disappointing. I mean, it's better than not having used games whatsoever, but it kind of defeats the purpose of used games. Getting a used game is to make it cheaper, you know? This is gonna, I don't know what the fee is. They didn't clarify what the fee is. I mean, maybe it's a $5 fee, but usually if you get a used game, it's only $5 cheaper than brand new. So this really isn't worth it unless you have a second account. I mean, if you're letting your friend borrow it, maybe. But if you're actually going to the store and buying a used game, this isn't worth it whatsoever. So that's rather disappointing. It's not always online, but it will be restricted, most likely. Most games will probably, depending on the developer, require that you sign in online to authenticate your copy of your game. It's along the lines of what SimCity is doing. To me, is no big deal, but this is rather disappointing to 50% of the US and all the people around the world that don't have constant or if any internet access. But most gamers that buy these consoles, I would think, have internet. I think it's eliminating their secondhand consumers, which is kind of alienating them, which is disappointing, but this will not affect me, so I'm not too worried about it. They kept announcing a lot of television stuff, which was disappointing. As soon as they mentioned Halo, my head perked up, and then they said it was a live action TV series they were starting. Forward Unto Dawn was alright, but I'm not here to fucking watch that shit. I'm here to play Halo. I was waiting for a Halo 2 anniversary announcement, but that didn't come and I was disappointed. Even though Steven Spielberg will be directing, which I'm pretty sure this will be an amazing TV live series. Gamerscore will transfer over from your 360 accounts. I'm guessing that means your whole Xbox Live account will transfer, which is good. And on to the games that were barely present. Forza Motorsport 5 will be at launch, which is awesome. Graphics look amazing. But also, they kept showing trailers and not actual gameplay. Trailers are way different than gameplay. Let me clarify that. If you look at any kind of sports game especially, such as going back into like when the first Xbox came out or the 360 came out, they have the same graphics in the trailers that they do now. But in the game, they did not have those quality graphics. So I was expecting gameplay, but you didn't get any of that in this reveal. E3 is in a couple weeks. They were probably saying, let's just get the major aspects of it, and then we'll dig into the games. They also announced FIFA 14, Call of Duty Ghosts, Rise, Quantum Break, and a little bit ago, Battlefield 4 was confirmed, which I figured would be for the Xbox One. I'm just waiting for the E3 convention for further in-depth information and game reveals. Hopefully some gameplay and more games on the list. They did vaguely say a release date later this year. What kind of fucking shit is that? Don't tell me that. I knew that. Most likely it's Christmas, holiday season. So look for an October and November release. And the price, they did not discuss the price whatsoever, so I'm guessing they'll announce it at E3 or do a press release some other time. Hopefully they announce it soon though. And the biggest setback I find, besides the always online and the used games, is no backwards compatibility with the Xbox 360 discs and Xbox Live Arcade purchases. This is rather disappointing. I've spent a lot of fucking money on my Xbox 360 games. I mean, I plan on keeping my Xbox 360, but I don't want to necessarily have to use it if I want to revert back to some of the old games I play. They probably did away with this because not a lot of people do that, go back and play old games from their previous system, but it's always nice to have that feature. I don't know why they didn't do it, even though it's not that much used, but I think they should have, especially the arcade purchases. I know a lot of people that play Tetris, and another gripe I have about it is it for gaming or is it entertainment? Because right now they're focusing on being an all entertainment console. I mean, that's fine, but you need to make sure you're not lacking in gaming. Like, that's what it is, a gaming console. It might turn into an entertainment system. I had a hard on, and then my dick drooped a little bit at the same time, so I'm a little conflicted. My dick is sad. We'll just have to see how it goes. That's my breakdown for the reveal. IGN has a live stream still going for a few hours. It's a 9-hour thing, and I think the reveal was like an hour and a half, so you can check them out. But this is my breakdown and my opinions. So it's TL Hughes signing out. Xbox reveal. Peace.